if I could arrange a pickup. Today, if that's possible. 1 o'clock? Oh, that's fine. Thank you. Thank you very much, yeah. Bye.
Oh.
Guess what? The flowers are done.
Thank God for that. What time did you come to bed last night?
Well, actually, I didn't. You were snoring again, so I thought I might as well get them done.
Right. Well, it's time to put your feet up, and no arguments. You're a lady of leisure now.
Yeah, not from choice.
Give over. You're best out of it. Would want to work for Pollard anyway. The man's a crook.
Yes, well.
Oi, I hope you're going to tie the ends together before you shove that in the bin.
What for?
Because there's all sorts in there. We don't want rats, do we? Oh, I'll give it to you. It only takes a minute. You can't be too careful.
Well, I didn't think.
No, you never do.
What the hell was our Victoria doing phoning Denise anyway?
I don't know. Maybe she thought she was helping.
Yeah, well, she thought wrong, didn't she? Right, let's get started.
Dad, I know this is the last thing you want to hear, but Dad has been bunking off.
Since when?
A couple of weeks. I got a call this morning from the welfare officer.
You joking? I thought he was doing okay.
He was, till he moved out.
Till Katie moved in, you mean?
All right, Dad, I know how he feels, but he made that pretty obvious yesterday. What can I do? You heard him, you don't want to know. Talking about holding back a year.
Oh, great. This is all we need. Diane won't be pleased, I'll tell you that for nothing.
Oh, come on, he's only a kid.
Well, maybe I'm just not cut out for this motherhood lark.
Don't be ridiculous, you brought up an ace.
Yeah, and I only got through that on a wing and a prayer and the occasional bottle of gin. And now I'm landed with 2 of them.
I'm just nipping over to the cafe.
And while you're over there, you might have another word with your wife about this night cafe.
Well, you know what Donna's like when she gets a bee in her bonnet.
And you know what I'm like when I get one in mine.
What am I supposed to do, Diane?
What you should have done when she dreamt it up in the first place. Tell her it's a bad idea. It won't work. Anything, just stop her.
Or suffer the consequences.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Good lad. Right, back to Daz. And Jack, come to think of it, I still haven't told him I'm doing the catering up at Home Farm. God help me when I do, like. But Daz is the main problem. The rest just pales into insignificance.
Well, I think you're being a bit hard on him. Oh, come on. He's a nice kid. He's likeable. He's bright. You just have to find a common ground and, hey, presto, you've cracked it.
The million-dollar question is what?
I just thought I'd come and see how you are after yesterday.
Oh, I've forgotten already. Anyway, look at these.
They are fantastic.
I know, but I had to work all through the night.
Yeah, but well worth it. They're gorgeous.
But at last I found something I can do, once I got the knack.
So aren't you bothered about losing your job?
It's like Lauren said, I'm best out of it.
Yeah, but all the same, you were picked on. And why did Pollard sack you and not me?
Yeah, well, anyway, it's done now. But he might have done me a favour.
What do you mean?
Well, touch wood, might have found myself a whole new career. It certainly pays better.
And you can pick your own hours.
Yeah, precisely. So stuff Eric Pollard.
Sample menu has been printed on the back and we'll also be serving a dish of the day.
Oh, can I have a word?
I'm busy.
Bit keen, ain't she? Tell me about it.
We'll also be serving a dish of the day.
Word, no.
Excuse me?
About this night cafe.
I'm entitled to a career, Marlon. Will you stop whinging on?
OK, how shall I put this? I know, I'll just say it, shall I? The bosses don't like it.
Tough.
Fine, you'd see me out of a job, would you?
Competition's healthy.
In Leeds, maybe, not in a village this size.
Donna! In here! Now! She's really doing my head in.
Have you seen the state of these tables?
I was just about to do it.
Oh, I bet you were. I won't tell you again. You drum up trade in your own time, not mine.
You know, I would have hoped that you'd want me to make a success of this.
Not at my expense, I don't. Carry on like this and I'll be out of business. Have you seen the state of the kitchen? It's like a war zone. No buts, Donna. Just do it.
Roll on tonight, that's all I can say. Oh, and before I forget, lasagna.
Lasagna what?
Can you make me one for tonight?
Listen carefully now.
This night cafe of yours could sound the death knell for me.
So you won't make me a lasagna? Fine, I'll just have to make one myself then. Where's Jamie when you need him?
So you're gonna let me in then?
Well, it depends what you've come for.
Who's Andy in?
Behind you.
All right.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
I was just saying, he can't seem to keep away. Wonder what the attraction is, eh?
I thought he heard you.
I'll go get washed.
Lunch will be ready in 5 minutes. You hungry?
Yeah, I'm always hungry.
I'll set another place then. So you still haven't told me why you're here?
Well, maybe it's a secret.
I don't know why he doesn't just ask us out.
What on earth are you doing in there? Just a minute, I'm coming. Edna, oh, it's you. Oh, sorry, I was asleep. Have I come at a bad time? Oh, no, don't be daft. Oh, good, because I need a refuge. That Sandy Thomas is driving me to distraction. If I have to hear one more of his anecdotes, I think I'll scream. Would you like me to get there? Oh, no, I know who it is. You put the kettle on. Oh. Come in. Come in. There they are, all ready and packed. And, I prefer paying in cash.
I'll never take a look.
Be my guest.
I'm sorry, love. These won't do.
What do you mean these won't do? What's wrong with them?
Well, most of them come apart in your hand.
Well, what if you keep tugging them like that? They look perfectly acceptable to me. Exactly.
I can't give you 300 for these.
You can't or you won't. Look, I made these in perfectly good faith. Now I need paying for them.
I'll give you 50 quid. And that's being generous.
Is this some kind of con?
Take it or leave it.
Look, you can't do this. I was relying on the money. Well, I don't believe this is happening to me. Well, look, there's no point in getting upset about it. Put it down to experience, eh? But without that money, I'm up to my neck in it. How do you mean? Oh, Edna.
Go on, give us a sarnie.
No.
You heard the man.
Call yourself family.
Is she doing what I think she's doing?
Probably.
Right.
Hi, we're open till late, so please come along.
What do you think you're doing?
What does it look like?
Thought so. In that case.
What's your problem?
You really have to ask? Fill them all on.
I have tried.
What? It's only a few leaflets.
Don't know, we're a pub. We sell food. The nighttime trade is our bread and butter.
Ever heard of free enterprise? You don't have a monopoly, you know.
Yeah, and he won't have a job for much longer if this carries on.
Oi! What about my leaflets?
I'm feeding him.
No.
Do something, Marlon!
Oh, my...
And you say that the girls at the factory know nothing? I felt daft enough as it was. Oh, they would have understood. Would they? In my experience, people aren't always that kind. And I should know. Pollard should be ashamed of himself. Oh, I can't imagine he's losing any sleep over it. Why didn't you tell Len what's going on? He'd have sorted Pollard out and no mistake. Because I thought I could sort it out myself. I mean, he'd already given me his premium bond winnings. I couldn't ask him for any more. Oh. Well, what are you going to do now? Get drunk. No, I'm being serious. I don't know, Edna. I really don't know. And that's the God's honest truth.
Very quiet in there. Where's Del and Pearl?
Dal's at lunch and Pearl doesn't work here anymore.
Since when?
Since the sector.
I don't know. You leave the place for a couple of hours and look what happens. Like to enlighten me, Eric, seeing as we're partners?
She was moonlighting, and what was worse, she was moonlighting whilst on the job.
You didn't sack her because of them flowers, did you?
Correct.
Oh, I'd hardly call that moonlighting. And anyway, she did most of them in her break.
Even so, she had to be taught a lesson.
No, Eric. You're the one that needs to be taught a lesson about how to run a flaming business. You do realise we're now down to one machinist?
Two, if we count you.
No way. I'm management, remember?
And you seem to be forgetting something.
Really? Please, enlighten me.
Pearl happens to be a friend of mine.
Don't come with that old chestnut. There is no such thing as friendship, Valerie, not when it comes to business.
You really are rotten to the core, aren't you?
I try my best.
Yes, well, I do the hiring and firing round here, so I'm going to reinstate her. And no arguments, Eric. We're in the middle of the Kings River development and we're going to need her.
Do not go over my head, Valerie. That woman is trouble. I do not want her back here.
Tough. All I am asking is that you tell Len and let him know what a liar I am. No, I can't do it. We went through all of this with Frank Bernard. He'll never trust me again. No, I can't do it. I'm not brave enough. It's all going to come out in the end. Something will turn up. Like what? Can't you see that you're digging a great big hole for yourself? Len loves you. He will understand. No, he won't. Not this time. Yes, he will. It's Pollard he's going to be furious with. He's the villain in all this. Or rather, Greed is. I am begging you. Tell him now, before things get any worse. Oh, Edna, I get so confused. I seem to have spent all my life on the run. It just becomes a knee-jerk reaction. Yes, well, it's time that you stopped running. Face up to things. Anything's easier than this. If only I was as wise as you. Yes, well, everybody's wise when it's somebody else's business. We only tend to fall foul when the problem's our own. Now that's when we need our friends. Oh, trust me. Tell Len.
Oh, Daz, are you off home?
Yeah?
Good, because I've got a proposition. How do you fancy a little job?
Well, what sort of job?
Collecting glasses in the pub. I'll pay you. Only £3.50 an hour, mind.
Are you having me on?
Of course I'm not. But I think you should know I don't like skivers. We work as a team. What do you say?
Nice one.
Good man.
Could I have a word?
Sorry, I can't stop. Rushed off my feet today. Donna's out leafleting.
Yeah, I wonder if you'd any jobs for me. I can do anything. Wait on tables, wash up. I could even help out in the shop. I'd be very grateful.
I bet. Little Dicky Bird told me you got the push from the factory. News travels fast round here.
Yes, well, I was thinking of leaving anyway.
Sorry for the staff. I've been looking all over for you. Come on, come and sit down. And don't look so glum. I've got good news. You've got your job back.
Really?
Really? I told you no good would come of them flowers.
Yes, well, I just wanted to make a bit of extra cash. Have I gone?
Well, why don't you invest in that internet company again? I don't know why you're so down on it. We all made money.
Yes, well, it was probably just beginner's luck.
And maybe it wasn't. Anyhow, I've been thinking. I'm going to go for it. What's the name of the company?
Oh, I can't remember offhand. Anyway, it was in my name.
Well, you invested for us. In fact, you may as well give it now. Just been to the bank. How much do you think I should invest? I want to get the top rate this time.
300, then.
Oh, go on. In for a penny, in for a pound. But don't tell Eric about this. The less he knows about it, the better. And cheer up.
So when can I start?
Whenever you want. Schoolwork permitting, like.
I want a word with you.
What's he like? Behave yourself. Relax. Take your coat off.
I'm not in the mood for joking, Diane. Andy had a call this morning from the Educational Welfare Officer. Thought that'd stop you in your tracks.
Also, I bunked off a couple of times. Everyone does it.
And does everybody get told they might have to resit a year? No, I thought not. It's time you started to play ball, Daz. This isn't fair on any of us. Last thing we want is social services sniffing about.
I'm sorry.
So what are you going to do about it?
I'm going to get my act together.
Yeah, well, turning up for school might be a start. At least let it look like you're trying.
Guess who's got a job?
Only weekends, mind. Maybe a couple of evenings. We'll see how it goes.
What are you talking about?
May I introduce the Woolpack's latest employee?
Diana's asked me to be a glass collector.
You are joking.
Is that a problem?
There you go again, flouting the rules. It's customary to knock.
Has anyone ever told you you look like Scrooge?
Oh, is this for me to add to my pile?
Payment in full. Go on, count it. It's all there, every single penny.
I never thought there was so much money in flowers. Oh, there again, you might have robbed a bank. Nothing surprises me about you anymore.
So we're quits. Nothing more to say.
Apparently not, for now. I hear you got your job back. Well done. I never had Val down as a mug before, but there again, people never fail to surprise me. Just remember this. I'm not as gullible. I have something on you. Now, tootle off. I'm sure Len will be waiting for his tea.
What are you doing here? Well, nothing. Well, yes, I am, but he owes me a day's pay, so I thought I might as well get what I'm due.
How long did it take you to prize it out with them?
Oh, well, you know me.
Actually, speaking of money, I've got some for you. Val told me about you-know-what.
Oh, that, did she?
Exciting, isn't it? So, here's 100. Be your mate, stick it on for us.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure.
But it's an awful lot of money.
Don't be soft. Hey, look at last time, we were quitting. Yeah. Anyway, how else am I supposed to make such easy money? Not working here, that's for a start. He's only happy when he's getting blood out of a stone.
Yeah, well then, better be going.
Yeah, don't forget to put it on for us.
No, I won't.
That money's going to come rolling in.
Yeah. Bye, love.
See ya.
See ya, bye.
What he needs is to knuckle down. Get an education under his belt, not be hanging about in pubs.
Hanging about in pubs is what I do for a living. Anyway, I don't hear you saying that when you're dragging him out of bed at 4 o'clock in the morning to help you on the farm. But I suppose that's different.
Of course it's different. And that's another thing. He's already got a job on the farm.
That's not a job. It's exploitation. The lad's an unpaid skivvy. Must be sick of it. At least I'm offering him a few bob in his pocket.
All I'm saying is, it's an accident waiting to happen.
It's a village pub, Jack. My pub. The lad's not going to run wild, is he? Not with me there breathing down his neck. Anyway, if he's living under my roof, I've got as much right as you to say what's what. Or have I got that wrong?
Of course you haven't.
I thought today I'd made a breakthrough. At least it put a smile on his face.
I'm just worried about him.
Yeah, well, maybe you should back off a bit. And while we're being honest with each other, I think you should know I'm doing the catering up at Home Farm tomorrow.
For the sales launch?
Yes, Jack, for the sales launch. It was either that or someone else get the booking, so I said yes. I think we'll just have to disagree on this one.
Please, Marlon, I'm starving.
More, you just devoured pie, chips and peas. This is the evidence.
If you're looking for handouts, I suggest you go across the road to the night cafe. I'm really sick of your family, Marlon.
You order.
Anyway, the upshot is, I've got my job back.
As long as you're happy. But if you're big up to me, I told him where to stick it.
But it wasn't him that gave it me back, was it? It was Val.
Edna, well, let's sit down. I'll get you drinking.
Oh, no, you're all right. Probably got things you want to talk about anyway.
Don't be deaf, like what? Oh, by the way, have you heard the news?
What news?
Personally, I think she's off a rocker. But there we go. Well, go on, tell her. I'll get her rounded.
If you're expecting another freebie, you can forget it.
Don't be like that. I'm family.
Worse luck.
Nothing wrong with beige. Shut up.
Are you just going to sit there while I do all the work?
My job's to schmooze.
Well, start schmoozing then.
Start schmoozing when the customers get here. Sorry about that.
How's it going? Oh, well, it's an absolute waste. Will you stop following me about?
The street is so competitive. It's yeah, exactly. It puts Spain in the shade.
Look at him. He's starting playing hard to get. You did knock him back, Joe. Yeah, normally
Kinda
makes
like
him
a flat.
keener.
Yeah.
Well, you make a
Kinda
move
wheaty.
then. No way. I'm desperate.
Green country
It's a bit
style.
quiet, innit? Jamie! Time to snooze. Can I show you to a table? I told you we shouldn't have come.
I don't understand. You promised you were going to do it.
Well, there's no point, is there? Like I said, I've paid off my debts and I've got my job back.
Where on earth did you get the money from?
I rang the flower man again, didn't I?
I'm done.
I don't believe what you're like. Now, can we just drop it?
I need to tell them.
You do that and I'll never speak to you again. I mean it. Just drop it.
Right then, here we go. One port, one gin and tonic.
Excuse me, can I just have a word?
Of course.
I invested that money.
Good girl.
So what was that all about?
Just factory gossip.
Bernard, let me buy you a drink.
No, thanks. Anyway, why would you want to?
Just to show there's no hard feelings. Oh, and let's just say I've had a bit of a windfall.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.